Is it possible to make a good Trackmania map using just 3 blocks? And no, not multiples of those. Literally just a start, a finish, and 1 block of your choosing. There's a player called Hepha who has decided to make a full campaign of maps using just 3 blocks, and I thought I'd check it out today. So let's see how this goes and if these are actually playable or not. Starting with the first map here. 3 blocks 01. So here you can see it, what it will look like, and there's going to be different variations. Now the even more impressive thing is that everything is built on grid here, so the blocks are not like freely placed. They're placed on the mapping block grid, and there's probably going to be unique tricks you have to do, such as, aha, I can already see the dirt wall ride trick. This works when you're in first gear and the car climbs high on a dirt wall. You can build speed, and then, well, you need actually a lot of speed to make it, but that's what we're gonna do to finish this one. Get this flick up, and then, ooh, yeah, you need a great one. Supposedly these are gonna be pretty hard. Some of them, like actually miniature trial maps. More than anything, I'm just hoping to see creative things, like how much potential can you exhaust from such effectively simple maps. Yeah, this is not gonna be enough. Oh, that is, if it lands really good speed. Ooh, yes, and we finished the first one. Really nice. I don't know what happened to the back left tire here, but it got kicked a bit higher in the air. You know, maybe I could have had the speed here to go directly. I'm guessing that's what Quentin did. First place. Yeah, he had less speed. It was actually just a lower bounce. 3 blocks 02. Okay, this looks far too simple. Now the thing here is the water pools have a plastic front edge. So I am guessing that's going to be used for a bounce, and maybe we need to set up for this in some way and then bounce on the front edge. Setting up for speed might be a good idea. Yeah. That's a cool idea as well. First, I got a little bit stuck in the start and the end, but it actually works. And if you don't have the car like sideways or upside down, this bounce will not work. So very creative. Actually seems like the bounce can be a bit tricky. I'm not bouncing high enough now, so maybe I should take my finish and go. Now, there we have it. 7.14. And I get my second ultimate medal. See if I missed anything. Quentin with the record goes backwards left and does a circle for speed. Slightly more optimal. That is very clean. Next map. Only 17 finishes of this and huge gaps in the records. Only a quarter pipe. Or a half pipe, actually. So what do we need to do here? I wonder if the first record found a way to get directly up to the finish, but it looks a lot more likely that you want to do this and then go up here and then, oh yeah, land here and just, because it's a lot more about your jump off angle. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. It'll result in a good time too. This landing pushed wide and then, if I can get up there though. Very impressive time, the 7:03. I can get a 7.8 or like a 8 point something. If I go for a little bit wider line. But almost 6 seconds on this is really fast. Ah, it's too low. Yeah, this one's taking me a while, but I am going for a pretty risky strategy, I think. Easier ways to just finish, but we had a 7.5, sort of tilting over the finish bar like I hoped. 7:03 is maybe something similar to this. Nemo 52. Doing the same, but with a much better flip, yeah. Really impressive. I'll take second, and we go next map. Okay, number 4. Downhill here and a finish. I suspect already that this would be a very silly map if you could just drive it normally. Do you need speed? Perhaps. Even if just a little bit, jumping down here and then... Yeah. I don't think this would make it to the campaign if it were not something creative like this that you'd have to do. But is it possible just doing this? Maybe? I always feel this with Trackmania. If it's possible, someone already has done it. No, this is free. Yeah, this is so possible. I'm not tripping. I will grind this until I get it. This is absolutely possible. There you go. Or... Oh, not quite. Can this really not be done? Like, if the other map you could finish just falling off the finish edge, why not here? I feel like there's actually a gear up that gets in the way. That third gear change right there? That's what's making this really, really tricky. So maybe I started celebrating a bit too early looking at this. No, it's so possible, though. Is it not? Am I stupid? Maybe I'll have to just settle for a finish here. I can swear this is possible, though. And I'd love if someone can prove it if I can't. Because that is just tantalizing. It's right there. 4 seconds or 5 seconds. I'm going to try this until 17:30 on the timer. 17:30. We'll go for a bit more speed, and it's probably going to be not that many tries. Just with the speed, this will be a lot easier. Looking for a similar setup, I think, to that other map with the circle for speed, and then, yeah. But yeah, wow. I stand corrected, guys. This is not as easy as it looks, but the world record is still ours to take. With a 5.8, did they do the same strategy? Yeah. It's got it a little bit cleaner. Okay. Curious if someone will get a 4-second time on this one day. Map 5. Well, this... Oh, I was gonna say this looked impossible. You have a ramp. 1 ramp and a finish, and maybe you have to bounce on the start in some way. Ah, you have to bounce on the side of the start. It's very creative. Think about it. You are forced to place some type of start, some type of finish, and then 1 block to make it interesting. Under these conditions, this is pretty damn creative. Like, there isn't much you can do, but so far every map is very unique for those limitations. Just need a little bit more speed, like going here. This should be in, yes. 4.96. I'll take that. Can't imagine the world record has done much different, except maybe go... No, went the same way. Ah, no stun is faster. And then into the bottom corner. Let's check out map 6. Water into finish. Okay. Don't see this being very hard. Oh, do you get more speed by driving on the elevated edge here? I guess you do because you spend less time fully submerged, fully underwater. Yeah, this I mean, that is like the miniature details you want for a miniature map. It's a cool concept to be able to show off that, yeah, driving on the edge is better. And I'm guessing the world record will do that all the way to the finish, like even for this bounce, yeah. Doesn't look like that's gonna go through, but it did. For a second, the records didn't load and I thought it had no records. Okay. So I think we're gonna have to get speed to reach this ramp. And then, Now the thing about landing on wood, which this downhill is that wood preserves speed the direction you're traveling. So you can actually make the car go to a full stop. But the car will just lose all its speed when you land. And there's no point doing that. Just wanted to demonstrate it, that we need to land very much so facing the same way as we're trying to go. Maybe? Just barely short. Only 6 finishes this. That's a hard jump. But this campaign isn't played by that many people yet. But yeah, if you're if you don't like learning long maps, I might want to recommend to you the 3-block campaign. It's not a lot of memorization or learning, it's just small puzzles in varying difficulty. I think they get harder as we go along. That should be a finish. I was wrong, but not by much. Still wrong. I still take the L, but that was like a lowercase L. I can tilt the car the other way somehow. Involving a right-left. Yeah, it's not the alter time. I'll go for one more finish, I guess. Don't need to get all the authors. I'm not gonna play them until I get all the authors, but if some turn out to be really hard. But this one I can get. Just like that. Now we go next map. Guessing no different strategy here. Oh, actually drifting for the circle. Is that faster? Well, evidently it is. Okay. 3 blocks, 08. Bobsleigh start, downhill, and a finish block that is quite elevated. I wonder if this is a nose stand or something. That's... because how else would you... Okay, so the start, you're gonna have to go backwards a bit. And then this... and yeah, a bounce. Wait, this is really creative, and this is what I meant, by the way. Like, this author time might be stupid to try to beat, so we're just going for a finish. Because, I mean, we're completing the challenge, even if it's not in 5.26 seconds. I think this is just press forward after you go backwards on the start. So figuring out just how much you want to go backwards will be the clue. Going just past the red line, that's too much. Also have to remember that this might not be built to be like a perfect downhill landing because it's only 3 blocks. It's limited what you can do. And this has more finishes than the previous? Very strange. Very, very strange. I think I'm gonna have to check the records, guys, just to make sure I'm on the right path. You go backwards. But so simple. One air brake. No, if I didn't hold it, that was it. Oh! I did not deserve to get across the finish line with this one. That was on the outside. Like, if you were a referee and you had to ask, was the ball inside the net? This was clearly not in. But alas, we finished. We already saw the world record. And it just involves going, wow, so early if you want to go for this one. I'm very happy with just completing it. I'll go next map. But so far, very impressed with this campaign. 3-second map. Okay. Red boost and a bounce. Red boost, run and dream. I think here you actually hit the yeah, the box. Probably upside down, so more like this. More like the first attempt I had. That's too early. Wait, my first attempt was so good. Yeah, but that's too slow, no? One of these has to go into the finish. Like, there's just, I'm exhausting all the possible options. There's very few outcomes I haven't gotten now. And the first one is still the best attempt. Not anymore. That was close. Game even decided to give me a replay so I can look back at that failure again and again. I guess that's the one drawback with this, at least that I'm feeling, is when there's just one trick, it can be very repetitive when it's like, okay, there's nothing else going on, it's just this bounce. Especially if these are the easy maps. I felt that on the previous, and a little bit here too. That, you know, this can get very repetitive, so... Let me know if you guys like it, both from a viewing point of view and from a playing point of view if you actually play the maps. Creativity, no doubt. Like, there's... like, not much more you can do with this than what Hepha has already done here. I'm curious what you guys think. Ooh. There you go. That took so long. 3.79. I definitely have the wrong strategy. Or I'm just doing it too safely. 2.99? No way. You could do this without the side? That is absurd, actually. Same height block, the booster on the finish. Wait, I gotta get this once. That's absurd. Really cool idea then. The booster side thing was harder, although it seemed way more logical. Okay, map 10. A block and a finish below here. Okay. This has gotta do with wood, right? How wood acts. Is it possible to somehow... I think this is just a precise jump, yeah. Just something like this, getting underneath that wood block for the finish. Yeah, I'm doubting myself now though that the other map was so much easier than I thought. Not sure. There you go. Okay, so yeah, more speed and then just a little bit more on the side with the nose pitched down and you make it. Okay. Maybe even straight, but there you go. 4:59. Not the best time, but challenge completed in my books. As far as the world record. Oh, it's just press forward. Do they have the exact same inputs then? Because I cannot see. I think they do. Guys, since it's 25 maps, right? I think I'll play the first 13. At a later point, we can do the last ones. Because they're probably going to be a little bit harder. But okay. This one I understand, I think. You want to go back, stay on the left side of the road, and then drop like this, carry speed, and then flick left into the finish. Very important to get the wheel onto the road and then see right, I think. And there's more unused space there on the red. Yeah, there. Okay. Finished it, but I can definitely get the alter time since I clip the back wheel, pull back, pull right, drift down on the red, low. Oh, and then you can jump far even, okay. I might just want to go to the next map if I can't get this soon. I think that's the one drawback of playing short maps like this, so many resets. No. Okay, we're gonna check the record. I'm not gonna play this more. It's again the drift. I keep missing the obvious drift strategy. This map and another one. I'm gonna have to be more thoughtful of that possibility. What do we have here? Is everything in sight? Aha. Wait, what a combination. So you can just get the wheel onto this edge and then drive? I'm gonna guess you can almost crash into the wall at the end and just flick instant to the finish. Let's first just complete it the easier way with the wheel all the way up. I could see this trick being used in like trial maps though. Whoa. 6:00:08. Perfectly making it. I'm over double, or almost double the time of the world record. What did Little Fox do? Oh, yeah. Alright guys, let's play one more map. Number 13. It's a 4-second map. 18-second alter time though. What is going on here? So, well, obviously a drop down. But then what? You can also almost assuredly clip a wheel and get flung into a scam finish, if you will. One that looks like it shouldn't work, but does work. Maybe you can drive off the side of this and fall straight into the finish. I've seen this in the trial map before, where you bug slide on this edge and get flung under. like that. And so if you do that at a spot where it just falls into the finish, that could be good. But it doesn't really line up. But I really believe this is the strategy, either on this side or the other side, that some of the people have done to get 4 seconds. Just getting a wheel through there. But that is, you know, it's rotting my brain, so let's try to just complete it with landing on top of the finish first. This does not turtle, we go backwards. Then just have to drop down and get the wheel underneath somehow. Maybe that's harder. It's at least longer attempts because it's hard to land on this finish. This is very creative. Like, this is a 3-block trial map. You drive it this way. The only thing I can think of that I haven't added is an air brake. Right here. Son of a gun. That is it, I think. I also really want to see if anyone finished the slow way, because I tried that for a little bit and it looked extremely difficult. And although this is difficult too, it's easier in the way that you get so many more attempts. Oh, it could have been a scam finish. Wouldn't mind that after about 10 minutes of trying this. Again. Like, how? Oh no, man. And maybe do the if there's a different one, but I think I need to check the records because I'm not getting this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check the record. Let's see. What? Sorry, what? Oh, they're all doing this? Again, man, absurd. But probably preferable to the strategy that I was going for. Which, while it should work, just, and it might be faster, just, whew, complete brain rot after 170 resets, so. And I think the author then would have had a different strategy again, so 3 different ways to finish a 3-block map. So hungry, man. My energy's low, I'm gonna get something to eat after. A successful world record on the last map I'll play for today. These maps are really nice, but I think a combination of, well, hunger and also just so many resets. It's almost exhausting to play in a way. These maps are really unique, really cool idea so far, and there's still 12 to discover if you guys want to see more of these. So do go check it out, the 3-block campaign, and if you want to see a part 2, let me know. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. See you guys soon for another video. And have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye, everybody!